Alright guys, I have abandoned the CTB drive. Basically I hit a brick wall. It's time to move on, get something going. So I broke out my Hitachi drive that I had bought for my mill. It's a 2.2 kilowatt, 3 horsepower, and decided to get it wired up and programmed today. Got this variable power supply that will give me 0 to 10 volts analog input, just like the Acorn board would, and got it configured with this jumper wire for number 1 for I think that's syncing. I don't know if the Acorn board is syncing or sourcing, but we'll sort that out later. It's in a run mode now. The B83 was changing the frequency. Let me see. And yeah, it was changing the frequency. The motor was really noisy and fussy at about 14 to 1500 RPM, and we changed that and got that smoothed out. This right here is kind of something I'm kind of proud of. I was in a shop and a guy was building a little powder coat oven and had these little heating element light bulbs screwed in the ceiling. I noticed those. I thought those were pretty cool, and I got to doing some research, and these things is like 35 ohms, 600 watt. Picked it up for less than 20 bucks, and in a ceramic socket you can screw it in. It takes a regular light bulb socket. I'll mount it in the cabinet. It beats spending 250 bucks on a break-in resistor. You know, if you needed more wattage, you know, you could just put a couple more together. And as a matter of fact, they custom wound this one for me. They said they run around 32 or 33 ohms or something like that. It was really close. And the guy said, yeah, I'll just wind you one and we'll only make it 35 ohms for the same price. I'll try to figure out, I've had it for several months. But anyway, here's a freak drive. I'm gonna put a little voltage on it, and you can watch the motor in the background spin. Now I got it set up to 120 hertz, which is double the motor speed, and it puts out 3600 RPM. I'm going to see if I can get my tack on this where you guys can see it. That's 5 volts. That should be 1800 like we had before. Now I've got some clear masking tape, Scotch tape around that reflective piece, and it may be messing with my tack a little bit to keep it from flinging that reflective tape off, but that's like 1845, give or take. You know, that's close enough. You know, we can make some subtle adjustments to that. But anyway, we had 1800 or just shy of 1800 plugging it into the phase converter on my other video. Go ahead and crank it on up. Pretty smooth. Watch your voltage come up there on the left. That would be, do a little get the fine-tuned knob there. That's 10 volts. Let's see if we can get some action with the tack. You know, it's about double the RPM, about 3600, give or take a couple of RPM. If I didn't have that Scotch tape on there, it wouldn't be getting those crazy readings. Now that I quit moving it, it settles in. And seems to run pretty smooth. I did have to go in and change the hertz. It was a bit cranky way down low, but now got the braking and acceleration set up, I think, at 2 seconds, which there's no load on the motor. So, you know, I'm just going to unplug the power from it, just cut it, accelerate it. I mean, certainly I could work on that, but they don't have a spindle hook to it, you know, and a draw through collet closer or any of that, so there's really no need in trying to tune it for braking now. All right, making some progress. I decided to go ahead and put a VFD on it and move along. I've ordered my computer and the Acorn board. I'll be here shortly, and then we will figure out if Acorn is syncing or sourcing. I'm sure you guys know which it is. I just got the VFD set up. Oh, I can switch this wire, this red jumper, to number 2, and the motor will change direction, you know, forward, reverse, that deal. You guys are aware of that. But anyway, I just hope you guys enjoyed the little video, and if you're interested in where I got that, just let me know, and I will do some digging through my paperwork and see if I can post up a link. That's cheap braking resistor stuff. Now, you can't put your hands on it, you'll get electrocuted, you know that. But, you know, if you put it in a cabinet someplace and where you can't, you know, nobody can touch it, who cares, you know? So, no difference in taking the panel off your breaker box. You know, if you're stuck on stupid and you get electrocuted, that's your own fault. But it sure beats $250. There's less than 20 bucks there. Y'all have a good one, and thank everybody for your help.